This is The Bottom Line. The Bottom Line on 938 Live.
Now, i.e. Singapore has just released April's non-oil domestic exports or NODX data. We have on the line with us Leong Wai Ho. He's Senior Regional Economist at Barclays Capital for his analysis. Wai Ho, NODX expanded by 0.9% in April compared to a year ago. On a month-on-month basis, it jumped 9%. But how sustainable is this rebound?
Came in stronger than expected, expanding slightly when consensus was predicting a 3% contraction. I think the central theme here is really the improving global backdrop, and there are signs that Singapore is now just starting to latch onto that global bandwagon. So fairly sustainable, I would say.
Right. Now, most economists are expecting exports to pick up for the rest of the year. So what are your house's view, and where are the drivers?
Yes, I would agree with that. In terms of geography, we saw stronger shipments to China, US, and Malaysia, our key trading partners. In terms of product, it was petrochemicals and machinery. And again, we saw that electronics was shipped out under re-exports rather than NODX.
Right. Now, although April's NODX data will not affect Singapore's final number for the first quarter GDP due on Tuesday, do you expect any change from the flash estimate?
Yes, we do. Given that March IP production surprised us strongly, we're actually looking for the economy to grow at a 1.2 Q-on-Q annualized pace rather than the 0.1% pace that we saw in the flash estimate. In year-on-year terms, that would be 5.5 rather than 5.1. So there's some upside there.
Right. Now, across the causeway, economists are forecasting Malaysia's economy to grow by 5.4% in the first quarter. What are your views?
Well, we are similarly bullish on Malaysia. We're looking for Q1 GDP to print 5.5, so it's slightly faster than consensus. In fact, this will be the fastest pace in 5 quarters. We think that the stronger palm oil production and a pickup in external demand also benefited Malaysia like Singapore.
Right. Meanwhile, ministers and representatives will be meeting in Singapore next week to discuss the Trans-Pacific Partnership. What do you think is the most pressing issue currently?
Well, briefly, one big difficulty is always market access, particularly in agriculture and financial markets. Then there are some large gaps over intellectual property as well. But these issues are less of a problem for Singapore, but a much bigger problem for other countries in Asia who are contemplating the TPP. Out of Singapore, at best, I think we can expect some broad agreements, but specifics will take much longer to negotiate.
All right. Always a pleasure, Wai Ho. Thank you very much. That was Leong Wai Ho, Senior Regional Economist at Barclays Capital on The Bottom Line.